How's it going, everyone? This is Forrest, and welcome to Gaming Redux. I hope you guys can hear my audio okay, and this is my new camcorder. So we're going to go ahead and get started with kind of giving you a brief look at how the place looks and everything, so you can kind of get an idea of how everything looks. So let us begin. So first things first, as you come over here, this is the gaming computer slash editing computer. This is where I do everything I need to do as far as editing my game reviews that I'm working on, other videos. But you can clearly see, however, this is my setup. So everything that needs to be worked on is here. I have some wall scrolls that I decided to put back up. Although these aren't going to be here very long because I'm buying some glass displays in an area. So over here we have the Code Vein poster, the Final Fantasy Kingsglaive poster. Now over here, that's actually what the computer looks like on the inside. It's got a Elgato capture device in there. This is my mini fridge. I'm not using it at the moment, but eventually we'll be using it. Now here is everything over here. So we'll begin with a pan of this area. So as you can see, so let us start in this corner. Here are some of the box sets that I have, as you can see there. And yeah, that is indeed Crystallis on the NES. It's one of the few games I kept ever since I was little. And we have the Persona 5 box set, Valkyria Chronicles 4. And there is my PS Vita, which isn't open. It's a brand new PS Vita that I've never actually opened and took out of the box. Some of the box sets you see there. It's Grand Kingdom, Robotics Notes, Giraffe and Annika, Tekken Project, Life is Strange, Kingdom Hearts 3, Fate Extra, Sakuna, I believe Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, Sakura Wars, Shantae Half Genie Hero, and Hero Land, and that is the Tsukihime box set there, and Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness, Tales of Arise box set, which I have yet to play that game to completion. I've only did like one area in the game and stopped playing it, but I need to get back to it eventually. Here we have Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, 2 boxes of The Last Story. Down here we also have some more box sets. Metal Gear Solid 4, Killer's Dead, the Disco Fever edition of Persona 4 Dancing All Night, and Tales of Xillia 2. Now down here at the very bottom, these here are some of my games for PS5. As you can see there, Valkyrie Elysium, Tactics Ogre, Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7, the Star Ocean game that just came out recently, Final Fantasy 7, which is the remake, Eurokill, Scarlet Nexus, the Game of the Year edition of Death Stranding, Monarch, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Dialfell Chronicles, Soul Hackers 2, and Mortal Shell. There's some of the PS2 games that I have out right now. Digital Devil Saga 2, this box set is actually inside of that box with Digital Devil Saga. That's where that is. So over here we have more box sets, guys. Starting in the corner, Parasite Eve 2's poster I've had for a very long time. It's probably one of my favorite posters. Down here we have Rise Zero, Brigadine, a box set we never got in North America. It came out only in the PAL territories. A good friend of mine, Claude Kill, actually did a trade with me for that, so I got that box set from him. Steins Gate Elite, more Sakura Kagura games. And then, of course, Akiba Strip, a PSP game that was ported to PS4. I believe it's the 10th anniversary box set. Now, up here, or rather, the shelf below, the box sets too. Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, Tales of Hysteria, Catherine Full Body, and Birthdays, The Beginnings. We have Nino Kuni 2. This box set, not my favorite personally, but I got it for 40 bucks. Mary Skelter Finales box set with the books of Mary Skelter. All 3 games, like a compendium that explains the story throughout. Pretty good read, actually. Box set to Resident Evil 3 Collector's Edition and Mighty Number 9 that no one cares about. So over here is more of my box set displays. Now, this is actually something that I decided to do to fill a void in this area here for the time being. But if we go ahead and start working our way across, you can probably see some pretty cool box sets here. And more notably, that's the box set there to Blue Reflection 2, AI the Somnium Files, the PS3 box set to Zone the Inners Collector's Edition, and Hakuoki Stories of Shinsengumi. This box set. Down below here we have the box set to Awakened Fate Ultimatum. This is not actually open, as you can see. It comes with these 2 art books here. These art books are the Angel and the Devil side art. I really did like this box set. There was a bit of a distribution issue with this box set, so it's actually, I want to say for the longest time you could easily get it fairly easy on the website. I don't believe that's the case anymore though. Here's the box set to Time and Eternity, which also comes with a full poster there, the background. Down below, we have the box set to Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, the box set to Persona 5 Royal, Odin Sphere. We have the box set to Summer Night 6 Lost Borders Wonderful Edition, and Yakuza 6 Song of Life Limited Edition. Now over here are just some displays I had got from GameStop when I used to work there well over 10 years ago, if not longer. Here's the Lair retail box that they displayed for the game's release. A brand new DualShock 4 controller. This is the box for Ratchet & Clank All for One. I freaking love this box. It has Dr. Nefarious on the other side, Captain Quark on the other side of the box, and Clank on the other side. So it's a pretty cool box. I really like that. More cool box sets here. Notably, we have Xenoblade Chronicles' box set, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, the box set to Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U. We have Trails of Cold Steel 4, East 9, the box set to Dynamis 15, which is a visual novel. I keep saying Final Fantasy. This is East 8, Lacrimosa of Donna's box set. Fate Extella Link. Down below we have The box set is Sword Art Online's Collector's Edition. Behind that statue from Tales of Arise is Blaze Blue. The box set to Azure Lane Crosswave. There's a brand new unopened new Nintendo DS, 2DS XL. Little Dragons Cafe's box set, which is pretty awesome. So behind there is Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus's box set. The two box sets to Root Double and Pantsu Hunter. And a recent pickup of the Skyfi's box set. Over here in this corner, recently added these pictures. At the top is Magna Carta's picture there. There's another display of the Amiibo display that you would see in retail stores. And over here these are actually some cards I placed in picture frames. This I got from the anime convention, Grand Blue Fantasy and Fate Grand Order. So moving over here, let's get started with this section. So right over here we have the Starlink Battle for Atlas with the Star Fox little toys inside. I intentionally kept this sealed because it's just pretty cool. Octopath Traveler Wayfarer's Edition. I recently got that. Need to take that new sticker off of it. But yeah, this was something I've always wanted, and I knew a store had it for a very long time, but I had to pay a slight premium for it. Here's Forgotten Anne's box set. And you can see right there we have, it's gonna be Root Letter. Sorry, I went blank there. Ano Kana, Four Rhythms, Across the Blue, Dusk Diver, Raging Loop, Phenotopia, Mighty Fight, Destiny Connect, Tic Tac Travelers box set, Little Town Big Hero. This is actually the one that comes with Starlink plus Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, so I just opened that version to play. The box sets for Pokemon Sword and Shield, Deadly Premonition, the original game, the Printy Collections Volumes 1, 2, and 3, more recent editions of 2 and 3 added to my collection. And then we have Code Realized with Time Miracles and the other Code Realized game, Pure Fiote 1926 limited edition. And of course, here's the other games here that you can see there. And down here we have the box set to Cupid Parasite. More games there. And down there is the box set to Rune Factory 4. So that's pretty cool. Now over here is my consoles. I actually just brought out the Nintendo Wii, and got that hooked up down there. So there's my PS3. It's kind of hard to see it, but there is the PlayStation TV, my Japanese modded PlayStation 2. It is hard modded, not soft modded. It'll play any region PS2 game, any region PS1 game, any region DVD. It's pretty much open, plays anything. My PlayStation 5 and my Nintendo Switch OLED. And something fell on the floor over here, so I guess I can go ahead and pick this up. This is actually the Resident Evil 4 pre-order for the game on GameCube. So I'll put this back up here. That's what. Oh. Okay, well, I'll pick it up on the floor again and just sit it somewhere for now. All right, so over here I have the wall scroll from Dissidia. Yeah, so there's that. Calendars of Need for Speed Undercover pre-order. Final Fantasy 13's 2010 calendar that came from Australia from a good friend of mine who did it. He sent that to me. and an Otome calendar from 2007. So we have the PlayStation banner back there. Sorry about this. I had to edit this in because I completely forgot about this section over here. This is my PS3 section, and as you can see, we have the Final Fantasy 13 2's box set. We have the BlazBlue Calamity Trigger box set. I picked it up in Wisconsin. We have the limited collector's edition of Final Fantasy 13 from Australia. Never came out in North America. We pan over here, work our way down. Here are the sorry about that. Here are the PS3 games. Some really notable hitters like Folklore, El Shaddai. That are really good games. The Disgaea Triple Play Collection. And the one up there that I have not opened yet is Tears to Tiara 2. And that's a pretty good visual novel / tactical RPG. And that's the last of PS3. Here's Vita. And the Vita, I don't really mess with very much anymore. Mostly moved over to Switch. But there are some incredible games on it. A system I don't talk about very much that I definitely want to talk about. I actually have never opened up Period Cube Shackles of Amadeus. And Summer Night 6 for the Vita is still sealed. And down below we have some box sets and some other games there as well. And in this little pile of games here, you guys can see what they are. Soul Sacrifice, Tokyo Tattoo Girls, Sorcery Saga, Trillion God of Destruction, Stranger Sword City, Sword Art Online. And behind there, Tokyo Xandu's box set, East Celceta. And that there, this box set here, is actually Fate Hollow Ataraxis box set. So that's what that is. It's just Yomawari. These are the other box sets I have right down here. I have 2 copies of Fate Extella, the Emerald Star. Yeah, almost when I went to go look at the video, realized I forgot to add this in. I would have people say, "Hey, you didn't show your PS3 games." Absolutely right, I didn't. So I want to apologize about that. And so we're gonna edit it back to the normal video at hand, guys. We should be back over in this area. Over here is Trails of Cold Steel's box set Decisive Edition. Trails of Cold Steel 2. And here are the games for PS4. So you guys can see those. Now I'm actually going to have to show these to you guys because these are in the way. Another copy of Shining Resonance. There's Symphonia. Altilia Sophie 2, not Tales of Symphonia. Samurai Warriors 5. Oops. Another copy of Tokyo Xanadu. Yakuza 6. Limited run game of Senko no Rondo 2. Zero Time Dilemma. Now this is the actual game of Brigadan that I took out of the box. It's right there. And actually, here's the back of it. It is a pretty cool game. Definitely one you should check out if you haven't played that one. So, I'll put these games back up here. The Klonoa collection. Klonoa 1 and 2. Fantasy Reverie series. My newest edition. is called Wizard of Brandel. And here are the games down here. You guys can see those. So since I'm on the floor, I'll stay down here. Actually, no. Actually, let me put these back. But yeah, I've been pretty much collecting games for quite a while. And it's been quite fun collecting them. But there is a ton more I need to pick up. I just haven't got around to yet. So yeah, this is essentially the games that I've been collecting for some time now. So here's the PS1 section, and recently a couple editions I've added. There's the Escaflowne limited edition from Japan. It's a pretty cool box set. I absolutely love it. Right over here is, yeah, as you can see, that is in fact Suikoden 2. Never thought I'd own that game, but I do have it now. Down there are PS1 games. So you guys can see those. There is Ogre Battle. Get on the floor here so we can see these a little bit better. Let me zoom in again. You can see there's some notable favorites there. Parasite Eve, Alundra 2, Vagrant Story, Resident Evil 2, Star Ocean, The Legend of Dragoon, Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy Anthology, and Final Fantasy 7. Here's some other ones we have down here. San Francisco Rush, Vanishing Point, Need for Speed, High Stakes, Need for Speed 3, Eternalize. Really good tactical RPG. It's a kid's game. It's actually very underrated. And then we have there, as you can see, Battle Hunter. Blazing Dragons, which is like a point-and-click adventure game. Rallycross, Digimon World 3, Test Drive 5. There is Dragon Knights Glorious, which is a Japanese game. And this one is kind of hard to pronounce. Shokan, Princess of Darkness. The Driver and Driver 2 collection. There is Hoshigami, Ruining Blue Earth. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Rayman, Bubsy 3D, Front Mission 3, Dino Crisis 2, Breath of Fire 4, Vandal Hearts, Sayuki Journey West. There's Vandal Hearts. We saw Ogre Battle up there. And I forgot to take a sticker off of it, but another recent addition is Tales of Destiny. Wild Arms 2, Wild Arms, the Lunar Silver Star Story Complete, Lunar 2. Did I say that right? Yeah, I did. And Arctilad Collection, some Japanese games. There's a Japanese version of Suikoden 2, ironically enough. And then, of course, down at the very bottom, we have Mystic Dragons. And these two right here. So, this last area is probably my favorite. There's the Final Fantasy 12 wall scroll. This is jam-packed with a whole bunch of pre-order bonuses, books and stuff like that. These are actually cards from an anime called Vanguard. So I actually ended up getting card volumes 1 through 6. That's my Japanese PSP box set. And that there is my PSP right there, the original one. So down here, PSP. And we're going to start over here. As you can clearly see. Brave Story, Blazing Souls Acolyte, BlazBlue Portable, Breath of Fire 3, Crimson Gem Saga, Class of Heroes, Disgaea, Alliance of Darkness, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, The City of Final Fantasy, The City of 012, Duodecim Final Fantasy, Final Fantasies 1 and 2, Final Fantasy Tactics, Advance, I'm sorry, is it Advance? It's Final Fantasy Tactics, basically. Final Fantasy 4, the complete collection. Generations of Chaos, Gran Turismo, Grow Lancer for Way for a Time, and Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories. We also have down here Hakuoki, Stories of Shinsengumi. I'm sorry. So, Stories of Shinsengumi and Demon of the Fleeting Blossom, they're the same thing. I own 2 copies of the game. That there is the box set, and I actually do have a standard copy of Hakuoki. The one inside the box is not open, so I won't open that one. Half Minute Hero, Hexus Force, Innocent Life, John Dark, Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Paradise, Knights in the Nightmare, Trails in the Skies box set, Legend Heroes 1, 2, and 3, Lord of Arcana, Lunar, the remake of Silver Star Story, or Silver Star Harmony. I don't know why it's a Silver Star Story. So we have down here Monster Kingdom Jewel Summoner, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, Mimana ER Chronicle, Neverland Card Battle, Persona 1 and Persona 2, Persona 3 Portable, Phantasy Star Portable 2, Popo LaCroix, Ragnarok Tactics, Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, and the UMD to Ratchet and Clank, Secret Agent Clank and Daxter's box set, Shadow of Destiny, Spectral Souls, Star Oceans 1 and 2. This one here is Sweet Fuse at Your Side, Tales of the War Rated Mythology, Tales of Eternia, Tokobot, Tactics Ogre's box set, Let Us Cling Together, Valhalla Knights 2, Valkyria Chronicles 2, Valkyrie Profile, Lenneth, Wild Arms E7's box set, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Tag Force 4, and Idra Union. Over here we have a couple box sets here. These are my Japanese games. Some are surprising than others. Frontier Gate, for instance, a really cool game. After School Colorful Step is a really cool visual novel. Final Fantasy Type Zero's game release, Solomon's Ring. The Evangelion box at the very end. So, very, very cool. Well, this should be pretty much kind of an idea of how this looks and kind of what to expect. But everything is pretty much set up as far as me being able to bring you guys reviews, stuff like that. So that should give you guys pretty much a rundown of what my gaming setup looks like. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me here on this video, a very lengthy video, almost 30 minutes long, of my game setup. I am Forrest, and you're watching Gaming Redux.